Come here. Come here. Good morning, beloveds. Dante's up on the table with me, and he is biting my Emma Curtis Hopkins book. I don't know why, but he is. So, yeah. So, okay. Here. How about if I move it over here? Is that better? Okay. Sorry. The hazards of doing this on the desk is, yeah, see? He's up on the desk with me, and so now I'm trying to get stuff out of the way. So maybe I'll lay down. No. Okay. All right. Good morning, beloveds. We're here to do this, but we're being distracted by Dante, who you're about to see. Yep, there he goes. Dante, you're very pretty, but okay. All right. At least he didn't show you his best side. So, okay, let's do the housekeeping while the cat decides what side of the table he wants to be on. Oh my goodness. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact email info@creativelife.org. That will get you one email a week. Tells you what's going on for the week and the month. The hot links are hot, so if it says click here now, it means it. It'll either take you right to the information or the person that can help you get it. Now, Tail was about to take out the light. And is a blind CC. I don't know what he just knocked off the table. So, I'm just trying not to worry about it. Blind CC. Nobody's going to see your email. So you won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. And when I say one a week, I mean that. It's a real person doing it. He just doesn't have time for more than that. And the only reason you would get more is if something, more than one, is if something unusual happens. We do live on the Gulf Coast. It's usually weather related. So, okay. He got down. So let's see if we can get through this now. Tom, I need you to distract that cat. Hang on. Where was I? Social media. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center or Creative Life Spark, and I'm running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. We do not monetize them, so what we ask you to do instead is to like, subscribe, follow based on which platform you're on, and then engage with the individual page posts by reacting, commenting, and sharing. It's a free and easy way you can support the center, and it bumps us in the algorithm so more people see our stuff. So, thankfully, Tom is now distracting the cat. They're almost a year old, and oh my God, Dante can be really obnoxious when he wants to be. It's a good thing he's cute, because, and soft. Very super soft. Like, he's distracting me, and he's not even in the room. Blah. Okay, so we are doing a new design for living, because it's short. Not necessarily that way, but short, short. There are words, and they are not coming out of my the essays are short. So I'm trying to give myself some grace in the morning. But it was also, it's the new year, and what I've decided is that this is a process. It was written towards the end of Ernest's career, and what he wanted to do, I guess, was to, because he's done a lot of theory, like he's done a lot of theory and a lot of history and what have you, and so this was his way of saying, here, this is how you do this, and this is how you practice this. Yes, we are a religion on government paperwork, but we're not really a religion. We're more of a philosophy. This is how you do this. Apparently, our old logo, which now I don't remember. Thanks for he said it in the Sunday service yesterday. So if you want to know, but it talked about this is a way of life. This is a way of life. So he also quoted Dr. Martin Luther King about lip service versus life service. And yeah, I get it. This is a way that you can live your life. So we are in chapter 5, and we are doing, so Chapter 5 is changes are necessary. And the article that we are going to tackle today is learn to live. The whole purpose of our lives is to live life. Life is not to be avoided. There is no need to feel that one should forego any beneficial pleasure or joy in living. He's telling you you don't need to suffer. It would appear that there is a need for us to express creativity, or to express creatively the infinite residing at the center of us. Inasmuch as nothing is big or small to God, we could in turn say that nothing is big or small in our own lives, and enter as joyously into what we call the small things of life as into what we call the larger things, for they are all part of the whole pattern of living. In other words, you get to take just as much pleasure out of the small things as you do the big things. And in fact, in life, that definitely seems to be much more, that's where happiness is. It's in the small things. The big things are wonderful when they happen, but if you can find the pleasure in the small things every day, you're setting yourself up for a happy life. There is no trace of selfishness in our desire to experience greater happiness, health, and abundance, even though through ignorance some might say there is. They would be the ones who would cut themselves off from the sunlight, feeling that to stand in full light would deprive someone else of its benefit. Or they would take only a quick glance at a beautiful sunset or at the stars in the heavens for fear that there would be not enough left for another to look at. No one in experiencing health, happiness, or abundance of any kind need feel that they in any way deprive another. Especially since happiness is an inside job. You make it yourself. How is you being happy depriving somebody else of their own happiness? The source of all of them is limitless. All we are doing is seeking a greater expression of them in our lives, is permitting a fuller expression of life itself in and through us, and it can never deprive itself of anything. This does not mean we can deliberately and intentionally try to attain our goods by taking from another. If we seek to deprive another, we also deprive ourselves. What we desire for ourselves, we must also desire for others. Then the experience of all is enriched. And that right there, that is the kind of the underpinning of science of mind. Whatever you want for yourself, you gotta want for absolutely everybody else. Nobody gets left out. Nobody gets left out. And it's one of my favorite things about science of mind is nobody gets left out. When we do this, we find that we have consciously used our thought in a creative manner. Instead of feebly grasping and struggling for tangible and changeable effects, we are at the creative place from which the desired effects emanate. Okay? We are at the ever-flowing spring, the source of life-giving waters, not squabbling in the marketplace over the scarcity of a cup of stale water. Okay? It's like we go directly to the principle. In speaking of our daily activities, we need to keep firmly in mind that what we experience in our affairs and relationships is no less a reality than anything else in the physical world. They are just as real as the chair we are sitting on, and ironically, I am sitting on a chair. Or not ironically, I'm sitting on a chair. I'm sitting on a chair, and my thoughts are just as real. I like that he quoted Raymond Charles Barker, "The purpose of thoughts is to become things." Okay? The purpose of thoughts is to become things. So, they are just as real as the chair we are sitting on, and both originate in the same manner, the result of a creative nature, the creative nature of thought. We should develop the practice of communing daily with the spirit that resides within us. That would be that regular daily practice that I talk about a fair amount, and Reverend Jesse talks about a lot. And he likes to say we have to soften up the subconscious, and then the subconscious will be a willing partner for us. And part of that is knowing what's in the subconscious. You know, everything in the subconscious we put there. A lot of it we are unaware that we put there because we let other people drop things into our subconscious. Mm-hmm. So, and as such, a communion should be based on a deep inward sense of belonging to life or being a part of it, of trusting it and having confidence in it, and of knowing that as we do so, the future is certain in such a degree as we make the present a time of joy, of happiness, of peace, and of goodwill towards others. Okay? So it's like what you want to experience in the future, you gotta practice now. These are not merely sweet sounding words. Rather, they point to the very center of being itself, which is an infinite harmony pervading everything and finding fulfillment in a limitless activity. As we express the fundamental needs of life, to live, to be creative, to be happy, to be whole, and to join with others in a community of spirit, of thought and purpose and endeavor, we make our lives and the lives of those about us things of fulfillment and joy. So, and that's what Jesse was talking about yesterday. When your life goes better, the world's life is better. From the very simple standpoint of when you are happy, you interact with the world differently than when you are sad or when you are unhappy or when you are angry. Your interactions with people will be different, you know. And when you are happy, then your interactions with people will be happy. And hopefully what happens is they leave your presence happier than maybe when they walked into your presence. And then they go out and interact with people in a better frame of mind. The only person you can change is you. But if you work on being that peaceful, calm, happy person, joyful person, then you get to spread that with your interactions with people. People walk away from you feeling better than they might have, you know, otherwise. Like if you're in a rotten mood and you have a rotten interaction with somebody, both of you walk away, you know, less happy. But if one of you is happy and can maintain that in the face of somebody else's not less than happy, you know, then you may be able to influence them to come to your side. And that's how we make a better world. That is how we make a better world. All right. So, sermon ended. Yeah. So, all right. So I'm going to encourage you now to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a take care of yourself day, a take care of your business day, a let's get this week started off right day, a bundle up day because it was 30 degrees out there. Fortunately, it feels like it was 30 degrees as well. But the high's going to be in the 64s today. So yeah, don't worry about us. I was watching the weather and was it Minneapolis where it's going to be 3 degrees? That's going to be the high today. Whew. So, yeah. So bundle up day, drink plenty of water day, cuddle your fur babies day, play with your bored, kitten day. Class should be interesting tonight. Take a break, take a nap, take a rest. Do what you got to do day. Read something just for fun day. Listen to some good music day. Eat something that tastes good day. Eat something that's good for you day. A good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are spirit in motion, God in action, a beautiful masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time. You are, and at your own pace, a divine spark and a beautiful light, brilliant light. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call it, you are a godling. So explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. All right, beloveds. Take care of yourself. Nope. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9-ish tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And